recording to start. Okay, so it is recording. Yay, it's recording. Woohoo! All right, now I just want to share my screen. Oh, that's not the one. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, awesome. But where is my school video? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, I get it. See, this is all new to me. So I want to welcome everybody because this is going to be recorded, and anybody can watch it at any time. which is awesome. And I'm assuming most people will watch it in the replay. So, but I want to welcome everybody to the Work with Cats podcast. Right now, I'm doing it out of my home, and it's a little easier to begin this way. And this is one thing I want to talk about today. About the topic is about fear and overwhelm, and just a little bit. I think it's focused more for people who are just getting started, or people who are in the community or watching that might be thinking about starting a business or maybe working with cats. But the first thing I find that sets in with anything in life, could be any topic, it seems like fear and overwhelm creeps in. It's almost like one of the first things that happens. I don't know why. Also, if anyone else does join, I know Anna's on right now. Hi, Anna. There is a chat feature. If it's not open, there's a little thing to the right, and it looks like a message thing. You can chat in there. If you get to the point where you're like, I have some thoughts about this that you want to add, and it's not live, you can add it in the comments in the community or in the YouTube whatever chat comment thing. But basically, I'd love to hear what people have to say, because I think this is a topic that you could probably talk for a long time on. And I'm sure if you Google videos on this, you'll probably get a million different help guides and videos and that sort of thing. But I wanted to think of it just for cat sitters or people just about starting a cat sitting business primarily. So, Anna, if you could just wave that you can hear me good. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so my topic today is about fear and overwhelm. And so, isn't she cute? Does she look scared to you? I don't know. That's how I feel some days, where I want to curl up in a ball, because I too have fear and overwhelm. And it affects me as well, because I'm trying to start something new. And it's kind of scary starting something new. So anyway, that's how I feel. So let's moving on here. So what exactly is this fear? So fear is an unpleasant emotion. It's caused by the awareness of danger, often leading to feelings of anxiety and apprehension, and it can trigger physiological responses in our body and behavioral reactions such as fight or flight. But there's also freeze. And so sometimes when our central nervous system starts to get overwhelmed by some of the thoughts of, like, we get questions and obstacles, which I go over in my Start a Cat Sitting Business course. We talk about the common obstacles and the sort of the things that initially come up that might hold us back. So anywho, this affects our body, and I think that a lot of people don't exactly quite realize how it affects our bodies, or maybe we're not often really aware. I find that there's some people like myself, I get very like sensitive to myself. I'm almost like I can feel any little thing that changes in my body, and I get that can almost give you more anxiety, like, oh my gosh, my heart's racing or whatever. But to notice some of the physiological effects that some of these thoughts that we have in our head, just from thinking of an idea. Like, you could think of an idea like, oh, maybe at some point I might want to do this. And then you might not even realize it, but you start thinking about all the things that, like, you don't want to do it because of that reason. Let me just make sure my camera didn't change. Okay, because I moved my hands and my camera watches my hands, so I don't want it to be doing weird things. Okay, so just having that awareness, if you're in a fight or flight type of thing, or if you're just shutting down, and it's just something to be aware of. And I don't think a lot of people are aware of it. So it's good to ask yourself, are you having fear? Are you feeling like certain things could be an obstacle? and just having that awareness. Oh, this is so fun. Many years ago, when I was in counseling, one of my counselors gave me the best piece of advice. He said to me, you need to accept what someone can and cannot give. And over the years, I've realized I need to accept what I can and cannot give, right? And set boundaries on knowing what I can do and where I have to set a boundary. And not in a mean way, but just in like a that's not for me, that's not for me right now. But to also think of the things like what can I do? What could I do with cat sitting? What could I give? People get into cat sitting for a variety of different reasons. A lot of times it's a career change. Sometimes it's they're just feeling like there's not enough like meaning or purpose in their life. There's many different reasons why people get into cat sitting. Um, it's a wonderful job. The cats love, generally speaking, the majority of the cats love you and they're so excited to see you and it feels really good. So those are some of the benefits. But thinking about getting into it can cause people to get overwhelmed. And so my quote here today, accept what you can and cannot give, is why not make a decision about like what can you give? So I've had people, Michelle, who got into it, I trained last year. She got into it so she could do morning. She's a morning person. She wanted to do morning sitting. And then she wanted to come home and be able to do a little bit of her artwork during the day. And she does painting and she paints portraits of dogs and cats and other types of fine art. And then she wanted to be able to be home for her son when he got home from school because he's still in high school. And then, if she needed to, she could go out in the evenings. So, what you want to do, if this is something that you are thinking about doing, and you're starting to feel stressed, and you're working it out in your mind, how could this work for me? You need to make a decision of what it is you can do. It doesn't mean that you have to have a full time cat sitting business right now. It just means that you decide what could I offer and how, and you're going to attract the people that need that. So Michelle is going to attract people who need a morning visit, which is great. And a lot of cat parents want a morning visit. It's because cats, for cats, the breakfast meal is the most anxiety causing meal of the day, if you would believe it. I think it was a cat shelter that learned this. So maybe there was an element also of being in the cat shelter. But nonetheless, for cats, they're ready to eat before you even get up in the morning. And so it's really one of those meals where a lot of people get up early and their cats may be used to eating really early. And although there are ways of getting around that, there are cat food feeders and there's definitely solutions if you're not a morning person, or like for me, I have medical issues. So getting up and being somewhere at 8:30 is very, very difficult right now. So again, this is like someone like Michelle would be an awesome resource because she can get up and be up very early and it works for her. So decide if you can do like part-time. Can you do mornings only? Maybe you can only do evenings only. Having a small business is a blessing, and it's because you get to decide what you can offer. One of the things in the class over here on the right side, I hope this is in, let me just check. Okay, good. Making sure it's in my, making sure it's in the screen, fitting in the screen, is the SWOT. So I believe it's in my course when you create your cat sitting business and you're about to do like a one-page business plan. I think it's where I discuss doing a SWOT, which is your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and threats. So I think that's great to do, and it's going to change over time. You could have the one-page business plan, and then 2 years later look at it and say, "Oh wow, my strengths are maybe I have more strengths, and maybe there's more opportunities." So it's something you can do periodically. But what is going to happen is in this SWOT, you're going to come up with like your limitations, and it's going to help you work through what it is that you can offer and what isn't for you, and that is going to make your business unique to you. And you don't have to be like everybody else's business. That's what makes it great. is everybody has like, gifts and different things that they offer. And so even though you're all offering, let's say, a high quality service, it's unique, from business to business. My next piece of advice is to shape your planning around that, what you decide you can give. So just settle it in your mind that that is where you're going to start. Um, it doesn't have to be forever and it doesn't have to be perfect, and you can pivot later on, but you can just start where you are, and not feel like you have to be starting at this amazing like corporation type thing. You don't have to do that. um this isn't like this isn't like that. So just take the pressure off yourself. If it's causing you anxiety, or if it's making you sick to your stomach, or you're just nervous, or you're just trying to work it out in your mind, just settle on what it is you're going to do, and just allow yourself to start there, and give yourself the freedom to pivot at a later time. So what I wrote over here is plan for reality, not perfection. That'll make you feel a lot better at the end of the day. Another piece of advice a friend of mine gave me, she said, this years ago, she said, do what only you can do. Sometimes we compare ourselves to other people, or we create something in our mind, um, or we look at the success of other people, and we think, like this people that have amazing podcasts, I'm definitely not at that level. I'm okay with that, and I can hope to do that someday, but I'm not going to make myself upset about it anymore. And I decide, even though I'm moving slowly because I do have some medical issues, I am moving in the direction that I want to be in. So you're up against yourself, really, and you have like the support of other people. It's a positive way to look at it. Not everyone will look at, a lot of people in other businesses don't know how to celebrate other people. They don't know how to, they feel like threatened sometimes by other people. And that's so sad to me because I really have never felt that way. I've been a connector person my whole life, and I've always tried to celebrate other people. And there's been instances in my life, not in business, but in my personal relationships, where maybe I wasn't able to celebrate somebody and I realized it, and it did not make me feel good, because it goes against what makes me feel really happy, which is to celebrate other people and to connect other people. And so do what only you can do. And this starts with knowing what your unique selling point is for yourself. And a unique selling point in a business is a statement that highlights the unique benefits or features of a service that differentiate it from your competitors. It serves to inform customers why they should choose you, but it also reminds you what you offer and what you don't offer. Not to be something that you aren't right now, and that's okay not to offer everything. You need to be true to yourself, and clients will then see a genuine person. I give an example. Sometimes people will call me, and oh, I had this amazing phone call when I rebranded my company, a couple of years ago. I had someone call me and they said, I love your website. I have a cat, she's like love my life, and I want everything on your website. But you don't have to do the litter box, and you don't have to do this, and you don't have to do that. So you don't have to charge me that high price that you charge. And I said, so there's a lot of great people in the pet industry that do pet sitting, general pet sitting. And that's actually what she wanted. She loved the idea of all of the cat care like services that I offered, but she really didn't want to pay me for them. She didn't, at the end of the day, really want those things. I knew that that would not make me feel happy, because it's not that I've never given a discount to somebody that's needed it. It's that, true to myself, is I do a high quality service, and I want to. I know that I don't want to be rushed. I like to take my time and do a thorough job, and I like to pamper the cats, and I just have a certain type of business service that I offer. I referred her to two other people that I know do a very good job, but I know that they're not going to do like it like I do. And the cat would be totally cared for, but I knew I could refer that person because I didn't want to do a lower quality of service, like, and I knew that because that's not me. And so don't be afraid to say to someone, I don't, if you only do mornings, or if you really want to stick to mornings, and someone really needs like an evening every now and then, they might not actually need an evening. They might just need a VIP service, a little longer visit that day. So you might offer that and say you really need to stay within your time frame. And maybe there is like if you took a client that had a couple of days and the cat could get lonely, let's say in the middle of a week, maybe you could compromise and say, although I only do mornings usually, I do have Wednesday that I don't have a client and I don't have another job, and I could add the Wednesday for you to break up the week. So you kind of get to know what it is you offer and what you don't offer. Oh, I'm thinking of another quote that my mother's always told me. Um, she always has told me this. She was a business owner. She had a bridal shop for my whole life, and she always would say to me, "You break your rules, they break you." And my mother is always right. Anytime I've ever broken my rules when I didn't really want to, it always came back to blow up in my face. And so that's just something I will maybe I'll talk about that next time. Okay. Don't be afraid to start where you are. So starting a business, it doesn't have to be perfect. You start where you are, and then you give yourself permission to grow in stages, because the journey to starting something new is exciting. It's exciting. Come on. Like, if you start to become interested in something and then your brain starts to open up to that, there's so many things you can learn, and why not make it be a fun, exciting journey, right? You don't have to have everything done before you start. So, okay. Another piece of advice I have for the warriors and for those obstacles that stop us from being successful is just to plan a launch period. So I know I'm actually not on Instagram, but I've heard people talk about like, oh, you want to have a launch party online, and you could have a launch in person if you had like a location, and you could have the Chamber of Commerce come to your business or do some kind of fun. That please do not put that much pressure. That's just my advice. If you love that pressure, and I'm not talking to you then. I'm talking about the people that are like, this is at the beginning. Don't put pressure on yourself to have a launch party. What you want to do is just plan a launch period, almost like a marketing campaign. Okay, it happens in phases, and it when you launch your business, it needs to be genuine to you. Okay, don't think of someone else. It has to be you do what only you can do, and it needs to reflect you. And that's what makes your true clients come to you. So it's so exciting. So plan things ahead, like on a bulleted list. Put the most important things at the top, and then just make your way down the list and give yourself a few months. And just my advice is just to enjoy the process. Because there's a lot that you can do, and you don't need to do it all on the same day or on the same weekend. That's just my thoughts. If you're watching this and you're having ideas about these different things, and you want to share, I want you to jump in and share in a comment. Okay, let me just really quick check back to just making sure no one else is on and I don't have any questions or comments. Okay. You're going to shift your focus. Now, this is like you're going to take hold of your negative thoughts. And this is like very, very difficult. I don't know if any of you have ever gone through anything where you just are like almost fixated on the negative things, and it's almost hard. Maybe you're talking to a friend and they're trying to bring up like the positive things, and you're just thinking, I just can't get this out of my head. I just can't get it out of my body, right? It's in your body. It's like affecting you physiologically. So you need to take hold of those negative thoughts. And this is something that you have to purposefully do if you want to achieve anything in your life, whatever it is. So you can search the internet. If you search the internet right now, how to take hold of my negative thoughts, right? And shift my focus. You're going to get a lot of different videos. You're going to get spiritual videos. You're just going to get, meditate. There's going to be a million things to advice. But the ultimate at the end of the day, it's you with those emotions, and you have to make a decision to take hold of those thoughts and to not let them control you. So that is very hard, and there's different ways about doing this, but negative thoughts will make you sick to your stomach and hold you back. Negative thoughts, staying in that fear, like sick, I'm feeling sick to myself, it literally is going to sabotage your life. It'll sabotage any business ideas you had. It'll make you an unhappy person. That's going to show through to everything that you do. It's really it's really a sad cycle, and I know I've been through that firsthand. I don't recommend it at all. So think of all the future kitties. This is what I want you to do. Close your eyes and think of all the future fluffy kitties that are going to come into your life when you do cat care. It's going to feel amazing. You're going to feel so loved. There's going to be peace. It's like quiet at someone's house, usually, unless someone's college kid comes home or something like that. These are the positive things that you need to move forward. So my advice is you make an action list. And in the classes, there are steps to take to start working on your business. I think I say get a notebook and write them down. And then you focus on them one at a time. If you don't already have a calendar, my advice would be to download a calendar. Go out right now. It's February. There's still 2026 calendars, whatever year it is. Grab a calendar that is just for this, so that you can, whatever you have to do, get your favorite colored markers, purples and blues, and stickers and everything. And you're going to look ahead for the year ahead and just focus on a couple of reachable goals. You're going to mark them on the calendar. Now, do any of you know how you are a motivator? So I'm a short-term goal motivator. So I give myself little things like, okay, if I can do X, Y, and Z and I can get them done, I can go have some hot cocoa or whatever it is for myself, okay? If I can get everything done in the morning, then I can go off to the library where I get so happy looking at all the books. And I can't go unless I get it done. So think of something that might be a fun reward for you that's reachable, and then share your goals in the community, because the community is actually meant to try to encourage people to encourage each other and to share each other's successes. That's sort of my hope. Now, people who do cat sitting tend to be a little introverted, and so sometimes it's harder to share, or it's harder to. A lot of people are in my community. I can see they're in there and they're just watching, and that's okay, because that's sort of an introverted person, and it's okay. But if you're excited about something that you've reached, don't be afraid to share it, and you should be proud of that. Okay. That's going to make you get rid of that negative thought. You're going to feel so happy that you're going to want to be like, yay, I conquered my negative thoughts. Okay. Deep breathing, sunshine, and self-care. I know lots of people, I've heard lots of people, they do lots of different things in this kind of area. You have to take care of yourself. At the end of the day, it's just like you yourself. You could be surrounded by lots of people, but you need to know what you can and cannot give, and you need to know that for yourself. And so taking deep breaths, getting out and having sunshine, increasing your vitamin D, and self-care it's going to change your world. It will change your world. So how that looks for you in your life, it's going to vary from person to person. Did you hear that? It's 1:00. Anyway, this will help you focus on your goals, because you're going to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Okay, lastly, you've survived. Life is what you want it to be. And every step forward gets you closer to that. Where you end up might not look like what you expected, but you will be closer if you let the fear, you won't be closer if you let that fear sabotage you before you even start. The community is here to help support you, share your goals, share your questions, and most of all, share your success. Because I'm excited. I want you to know that I'm excited. I have all these people I don't really know yet in my community. I think, ooh, all these cat people. This could be a whole army of really good cat caregivers all around the country and possibly the world. And that makes me super excited, and I want to help you. So I hope that you hear from my heart that I really am here to help you. If you need to send me a chat in the school community, just send me a chat. Ask me anything, or post a comment. I'm going to try to help you. We have classes on my website, purview.com, and I don't know. Going to go from there. I'm going to start with myself. Oh, so Anna, do you have any thoughts or questions?
I actually do.
Hold on, let me take my screen off.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you have, what do you recommend for pet CPR classes?
So there are some that are online. That makes it very easy if you don't want to go.
Yeah.
There are some. There's a place down the Cape.
Has
Yes.
one for 25. The one in the Cape, I think the girl on her website said she's on leave right now for some of the medical schooling or something. And then everything else is adult CPR, children's CPR, regular CPR. So
okay.
what do you think of just the online class through?
I think the online classes, I think the online class is good. I took the one in person down the Cape. Okay. I liked it. I had a good experience, because they have the fake dog and the fake cats.
Oh,
nice. And it is really good to get the hands on. It doesn't hurt. I mean, if they come back, because it is winter, so they might not be doing it right now because it is a tough time of year. Right. Okay. But in the summer, I'm thinking about doing it again. So maybe me, you, and Michelle or whoever, we could post it. Oh, I would definitely promote it.
Definitely do.
Maybe we could get a class and we could fill it with a couple of cat people.
Well, I'm interested. Just because I have my little dog though too, and I'm like, this is something that I should know with Guinness because he's my baby. I need to know. He's your
baby.
Yeah, right.
And it's good to do. And since I took it years ago, it was like 1997 or 99 or something. It was before the millennium changed. Back in the 1900s. So it's changed. There's a lot of stuff if you look up stuff. And there is a book you can buy too, which is great. I still have it in case, of an emergency. It kind of gives you the step-by-step, easy to read. So that is really good. Yeah. I think doing it online is totally fine. But in person, it's like you get more of the technique for things. And then you can ask more questions. So when I went, I was doing my cat boarding business. And so I specifically asked about cat stuff. You know what I mean? Because they're a little different. The way that you have to, their nose is so tiny and you clear their nose and different things.
Just the whole feeling of the skinny cat. It's like a slinky compared to my dog. When I talk to Liza's cats, I'm like, wow, I didn't realize they're going to be that squishy.
Yeah. I know. Well, especially for you, because you're coming from a massage, your hands are so tactile with knowing the different things in the body.
Yeah.
And
you touch a cat or a kitten, it's like, oh my God, it's just like they're just slinky
they're slinky. You know why that is? Because their skin is not attached to muscle.
Oh.
So it's kind of like you pull it up and it's not underneath there is space.
Oh, wow.
So when you give sub-Q fluids to them, you have to hold it up and then go between so that it's above the skin underneath, like the muscle.
Yeah.
And so it's different. And then if you're grooming them, it's tough because if their skin is really floppy, you have to straighten it out to clip it because if you clip it, it'll tear it like pantyhose.
Curl up, yeah. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
I know.
Are you recording?
I am, but what am I?
My notes from my
wow.
All my stuff I've been writing down. So I have pages and pages and pages. These are just from the classes that I took online.
Awesome.
So yeah, I've been doing pretty good. So
That's
yeah, I have
great.
to work on my introduction and my mission
Oh,
statement, but
cool.
it's all here, and I'm
Yeah.
getting there, like you said. But I'm like, oh yeah, I did need to slow down, and then I had all these thoughts swirling in my mind, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
one step at a time,
Yes, to
and then just go
stop.
slow, and then just learn a little in between before you rush into all the business aspects of everything.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So since I do have you here really quick, as someone
Mm-hmm.
who has taken my class, what did you think about taking it online?
Oh, I loved it.
Oh,
I
you
love
did?
yeah, I love how you have everything put together, and then it scrolls, and then once one little segment ends, and then you hit complete, so you know it's
Yeah.
completed. Then it'll let you move on to the next one. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Mm.
Yeah, I got a
Oh,
lot out of it.
awesome.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. I
So like
appreciate
some of
that.
them kept me like, okay, what's the next one? And I'm like, you could have like a business. How am I gonna like when like that's one of the things I'm afraid of. It's like, okay, I got the web name. Then I'm afraid of like, oh, I've never built a website or done any things. And then I see your pages and I'm like, how in the hell am I gonna make a creation like that? And then how's it all gonna fall into this realm of computer? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. That
So
part
but
is not it's not scary.
yeah. So I'm
It
just like,
could be
okay, I
up
just
in
need
a
to
it could be up in a day.
right. Okay. So I'm like, I just need to do my writing and papers.
Mhm.
Do my writing first and have it all figured out in my mind,
Yeah.
and then come back to it.
Yeah, think about your initial paragraphs, what you want to
Mm.
offer, your
Mhm.
branding, what it's going to look like. I love going
Right.
on Pinterest.
Yeah.
And I did
Like I've never
I
done
just
anything like this at all, so this is all new to me.
Mhm.
So I'm like, oh, I don't even know how to use the
It's
computer.
kind of like you know how you like to decorate your house?
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
kind of like
Think of
that
like
but
that.
for your company. So it's
Right.
like the branding is like how people are going to feel
Mm.
to you, connect to
Mhm.
you, you
Right.
know? It's and then you want to think about like I like look amazing in pink.
Mhm. I know you. I know
And
you love pink.
I never
Pink is
really
your
knew that
thing.
actually for a long time. I never
Yeah.
really knew that. I had a
Yeah.
million colors of clothes and I never really looked good.
Mm.
But I love this kind
Mhm.
of color.
Well, that goes to go with the logo and how you told me, like, oh, you need to simplify the logo,
Mm,
and then like that's too
yeah.
many colors, and then I realized I'm like the darker colors, how you said it's going to attract a certain type of people, or you need to make it a little
Mm.
softer. But then looking at me now, I'm dressed in the dark blue,
You like that blue.
and then I liked the blue on the roof of
And
the little logo that
I
I
still
picked
like
out
the
was cool,
blue. I
but
just
it was
thought one of
bold.
them was too bold. And the others just look
Yeah,
like sea almost like the seashore. And that was like I
yeah.
could totally see you doing that. I
Right. So
love
then when I
that.
went back, I did pick a few different ones and I'm like, oh yeah, that does soften it up a bit and it makes you feel a little bit more warm and cozy. So I'm like, oh, I can see exactly what she saw. And I'm like, and I didn't see that because I don't have a design
But see, you
aspect.
could wear this color that you're wearing, this type of
Mm.
shirt for you, and then that
Hmm.
logo would blend and mesh
Right.
with that, and it would
Right.
still stand out.
Hmm.
So you can connect the two,
Right.
because I have
Get you all.
soft pink, but I don't wear soft pink usually.
Mm.
But I can
Hmm.
add that so it stands out.
Right.
So like if you're gonna get it like embroidered and you have four
You
colors,
want
it's
to
gonna cost
have a
like
little
$200 or
pop.
something.
Hmm.
But if you have like two colors, it might only cost like $100 or
Right.
five, whatever. Like it's gonna
Mm.
the less amount of colors because you have to pick the color of the
But then
thread.
it sticks in your mind. It's like you see that logo. It's like, oh, it's so simple, but it's like, oh, it has meaning to it. So you want it
Yeah,
to be
and
have a
you can
connection.
change it later, but it is good to find
Mm-hmm.
something that you
Yeah.
can feel like you can put out there.
Yeah, I liked the more simple. So I have a few things. I have to go back because I did exceed the amount that they would let me see when I was practicing. But they're like, you've exceeded the 64 templates. I'm like, oh no, now I
Oh,
can't go back. So
can I ask what you
yeah.
did it on?
I
What
did
where
it on
you?
the Vista print one.
Oh,
So I've
nice.
made
That's a
business
good
cards.
site.
Yeah, I made business cards on there
Yep.
before. So
Oh, that's
but
good. Yeah.
yeah. So it's all
Have
new learning
Have you
again.
ever tried Canva before? Have you tried Canva? It's similar for
Nope.
graphics, and you could order
Mm-hmm.
your business cards through
Yeah.
them.
Oh,
So
okay.
you
Maybe I'll
can
take a look.
import. Yeah, take a look. I bet you'd have a lot of fun with
Mm-hmm.
that.
Let's
So,
see. I'll
well,
go on. I have time. Canva.
nice.
Okay.
Yep. Do you want to share with people your business name yet, or no? You got the domain, but I'm
Oh,
excited for you.
perfectly at home. And
I do love
then I
that.
actually have Liza sent me a cute picture of her cat, well, my grand cat, and it's in a under the kitchen cabinet that I thought was cute.
Hmm.
Let me see. I saved it, and I was like, oh, I might want to use that on my page. Where is the
Hmm.
cat?
She has beautiful
Oh,
kitties. Her very
yeah. I don't know if you can see that
let me see.
onyx in the pot.
Oh,
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, and I do like the aqua too.
Yeah,
She's
right?
beautiful.
And I'm like, "Oh, that's a cute thing." I just cleaned up the cabinet thing.
You
So
can
maybe
use
that might
Canva
be
if you upload that to Canva, you can get rid of the
mhm.
background,
Right? Okay.
and so
Well,
you
that
just
is
have the
cute.
cat, and then you could use him on something,
Yeah.
which is
Mhm.
fun. I
Right. I
could
like
show
the
I'd
cat.
be ha Let me come over sometime. I'll be happy to show you
Yeah.
Canva at your
Right?
house. Yeah,
Okay.
so I'll
Mhm.
text you
Okay.
I'll text you my schedule and see if there's
Yeah.
a time I could stop
Yeah.
by that would
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. Either
So,
Sunday, I'm free all day, and then well, Eliza's coming to do laundry, and then Sunday, Monday. But you can
all
call
right,
me.
I'll
I'll let you
text
get
you.
back to business.
Yeah, yeah, no worries.
But
Not Sunday. I won't be on
yeah.
Sunday.
Mhm.
Well, thank you everybody for
Right.
watching our podcast, and thank you, Anna, for participating and sharing your feedback.
Thank
I
you.
really do appreciate it, and I
Thank you. It
hope
was fun.
this was helpful for people to stay positive and to not let the fear and the stuff get us down. All right, everyone. I hope you have a perfect day.
Bye. I'll see you soon.
Bye.